I am so dumbfounded by what I just experienced with episode 2 of The 100 Girlfriends. I almost refuse to believe this is a real anime. It's weird because on one hand, I say to myself, this might be the dumbest thing I've ever experienced, but where's episode 3 all in the same sentence? The teacher, the vice principal, the literal predator. I almost threw up a couple of times. I thought no way in hell they were actually committing to the bit. Like when this creepy parasite's chasing after that student, that poor boy. I thought there's no way they're going to commit to the bit. And then they did. And it wasn't even just like they left it up to interpretation. She makes out with these students against their will. And our poor boy, he almost suffered the same thing. That alone is enough to make me say maybe that's enough anime for today, but goddamn, what a whiplash. But just the first kiss. Think about this. This is only two girlfriends. They're already setting the stage for number 3, and our boy almost got killed on the first day of dating officially. If he doesn't end up in a coma, hit by Truck-kun, or dead at some point in this story, he has to be the luckiest guy on earth because holy shit. I need episode 3. Full live reaction if you want to see me break in real time. Over on my Patreon if you're interested. I legitimately had to pause and collect myself with that vice principal. I was like, why? This was definitely a more memorable episode than the first, but take that however you will. Let me just make it clear. This episode broke me, and I want more. This is the wildest harem I think we've ever seen, and we're only 2 episodes deep. We're getting probably 5 girlfriends this season based on the opening. And 2 girlfriends already is potentially going to kill him. I mean, he physically, like, at one point he was dangling off the roof. And while we all expected, I think, the chest grab moment, that was just bound to happen. You're blindfolding everyone, like, he's grabbing the melons. The cat, that was the second weirdest thing I saw in this episode next to the principal, because she was getting clawed at by the cat and she was very close to rocketing off, if you know what I mean. And I'm like, has anime gone too far? Like, honestly, has anime gone too? Probably. But just the fact that they're so confused about what to do because this will be all of their first kiss, right? And of course, there's the jealousy of like each of them wanting to be our boy Rentero's first kiss. So they come up with the solution that, like my mind was what they did at the end. I was like, just all kiss each other at the same time. It'd be the simplest solution. But his play is basically blindfolding, not knowing where it is. I mean, if he would have attached like a string or something to both of them, at the very least, he would have been able to pull himself to the right area without potentially grabbing or falling off or whatever else transpired. But man, watching them apparently waste an entire day of school on the rooftop just trying to get through this first kiss is some of the dumbest stuff I think I've seen in anime in a hot minute, but I can't deny it was entertaining and just pure gold. Like, it's just, I can only begin to imagine what it's gonna look like when there's 4 girlfriends, 3 girlfriends, 20 girlfriends, 2 of them going up against each other, while they, by the end of the episode, admit that, like, they know the other loves him, so, like, they don't completely hate each other. There's gonna be so many little, like, plays that are gonna happen. There's gonna be, like, girlfriend 4, 7, and 9 really like each other, but they hate 1, 3, and so, and just the bickering, the bantering, the teamwork, the rivalries. Our boy's gonna die. He's gonna absolutely die. And I thought for sure there would immediately be rumors at this school. Like, he walks in holding both of their hands and, immediately gets misunderstood. And as soon as I saw that teacher, I was like, no, don't tell me this is gonna happen to him. And thankfully, the girlfriends know how to pack a mean punch. Open up the window, basically call the police on her, oh, she's gonna get fired, and hey, if you want to bring an officer to help with this predator, that'd be swell, as the other is basically choking her out, and honestly, some poor bastard around the corner gets assaulted. I'm honestly shocked. Like, there's just, what? That's my feelings of this episode. Sure. I don't even begin to expect to understand where like this show wants to go. This is clearly going to be one of the wildest, if not wildest anime that I've watched this year. And if I had 10 more episodes at my fingertips, I probably would binge them right now. I'm shook. The principal disgusts me. I'm concerned about why the cat in that whole scene occurred. And then there's just so many, like, great moments, like some simple flirtatious moments, like the whole, like, you know, they were trying in for the kiss with the Pocky, but then just the fact that he gets stabbed in the eye not once but twice. This bastard is going to be broken before too long. Seemingly, though, he heals rather quick. I mean, he had some pretty messed up eyes, and then, like, 2 seconds later, he was good. So I guess even if he does get into a full body cast, next scene, he'll probably be alright, because this is kind of like the Gintama of harem anime. Things aren't going to always make sense. There's going to be a lot of references. There's going to be whiplash for days, but I think that's what we come to expect at this point, and based on manga readers talking about this one, it's only going to get crazier. I legitimately think this is a hilarious show. It knows how insane it is. It covered its ass within the first episode about the whole, like, soulmate thing, you know, that spark happening. We see it happen at the end of this episode when he's going to pick a book. And the fact that there's a legitimate reason why the stupidness continues to happen even after the near-death experiences that this man went through just for a kiss. You understand why there's an in-anime reason why they still stick together despite this nonsense. But you can't deny, when you see some of the things we saw in this episode, it's hard not to just want to stand up and say, enough is enough, my boy. You gonna die. But then again, they'll die if he's not with them. So it's just like, it's the 100 girlfriends. I just am so dumbfounded. This might be the most dumbfounded I've ever been wanting to talk about an episode. I'm simultaneously disgusted at points as I am like, that might be the funniest thing I've seen all season. Just... who comes up with this, man? This author is either a genius or the luckiest bastard because he threw shit at the wall and somehow it worked. But this studio, the voice actors, the chemistry, the lack of chemistry, the what the hell chemistry, it's all so fantastic. I mean, anyone who says with a straight face, who hasn't read the manga, that they know exactly where this show is going is a goddamn liar. And I will die on that hill, because even if you think, oh, there's gonna be a chest grab, you did not expect a cat to get horned up over some panties, or a vice principal to assault the students. And you can make arguments to remove that, and I probably wouldn't even be against removing that. But the entire concept of this show is the most anime thing I think I've ever seen, and just for the pure insane factor, I need to see more. Thoughts? Down below yourself. I need to know what people thought of this episode. I loved it. I hated it. I want more of it. It's just like, just give me more of 100 Girlfriends, man. Thoughts yourself down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new around here. Of course, ring that bell so you can get notified when I upload more videos to the channel. And like I mentioned, we have a full live reaction over on my Patreon. You definitely want to see that one. And hey, while you're there, you also get a video shout out. So today we have Rerun, FCCL, Azop, Ben Liu, Rachel McPhee, and Devin Samuel. So I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care and have a good one.